So, you think you know what it takes to be a villain?
Ha ha, no you don't.
Forget what you've seen in the movies. Villainy isn't just about dramatic speeches or fancy gadgets, it's a full-time commitment. Gru, the baldest and baddest villain around, is about to give you the ultimate guide to becoming a supervillain.
Buckle up!
Step 1. Dress for the job you want, not the job you have. Villainy starts with the right look, and no one knows this better than Gru. Forget the Hawaiian shirts and flip-flops.
Hawaiian shirt? Is it 1996?
Gru doesn't just wake up and throw on whatever's lying around. Now, I know you probably think Villainy is all about being subtle wrong. The first rule of Villain Club is that you make sure people can see you're a villain from a mile away. Look at Gru. Do you see his slick black coat? Intimidating yet oddly cozy. Throw in a turtleneck if you're feeling extra villainous. With this look, no one asks Gru if he is the IT guy or if he can help them move furniture. He commands respect with his sleek, villainous style. Your wardrobe should always scream, "I'm too evil for color." Your bald head? That's a power move, my friend. Makes you aerodynamic for quick escapes. Step 2. Have loyal henchmen. Now let's get something straight. No villain works alone. You think Thanos snapped his fingers without an army? Think Darth Vader handled the Death Star's plumbing issues by himself?
Nuh-uh.
You need loyal, albeit slightly insane, henchmen who will do your bidding without question. For Gru, they were his minions, an army of small, yellow, gibberish-speaking chaos machines. While they may not be the brightest henchmen or the most coordinated, but they're loyal. They'll follow Gru into any absurd, world-ending scheme, even if they don't fully understand what's happening 90% of the time. Your henchmen don't need to be geniuses. As a bonus tip, it is better if they know just to say the word yes, so they can be willing to follow you without question. Step 3. Have a big, absurd dream.
When you dream big.
This is where most wannabe villains go wrong. They aim too low. You think being a villain is about robbing a bank, frightening children, blowing up hospitals? Please, that's amateur hour. You need a goal so absurdly massive that even your enemies can't help but raise an eyebrow. For Gru, his big and absurd dream is to steal the moon.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's right. Why steal money when you can steal a celestial body? It's the kind of evil plan that makes the headlines, the kind that puts your name in the Villain Hall of Fame. Sure, there are technicalities like physics and funding,
Poor as I am.
but that's what makes it fun. No one expects you to actually pull it off. It's the ambition that counts. Besides, if it all fails in the end, just blame your henchman.
He did it.
Always have a scapegoat. So don't forget you either go hard or go home. Step 4. Adopt a distraction. Or 3. Every amateur villain focuses too much on gadgets and forgets the ultimate disguise, adopting kids. You can't have a family, but you definitely can adopt one. No one suspects a guy with kids to be plotting world domination. That's why Gru adopted Margot, Edith, and Agnes, 3 perfect distractions. If the cops are ever on your tail, all you have to do is show up at PTA meetings or ballet recitals. Nothing screams totally not a villain like being a stressed-out parent. With crayon drawings written on your wall, no one's checking your lair for secret weapons.
Okay. No secret room.
And if you need to infiltrate a high-security fortress, just send the girls to sell cookies. While they charm the guards with their innocence, you can sneak in and grab what you need. Genius. But be careful, you might get attached. Step 5. Find a competition and beat him at his own game. Every villain needs a rival, someone to push them to their limits. That is when you push your evil plans further. That is when you waste all your time and resources just to prove that you are the better villain.
I am the greatest!
Step 6. The unexpected arch-nemesis, parenting. Forget rival villains and impossible heists.
Bye-bye.
Your ultimate test as a villain isn't outsmarting the authorities or achieving your absurd dream. It's facing the wrath of 3 pint-sized dictators who demand your absolute attention. Gru might have trained an army of minions, but they've got nothing on the sheer distraction of Margot, Edith, and Agnes. These 3 don't just test your patience, they redefine it. One minute you're masterminding the ultimate heist, and the next you're reading bedtime stories. Gru thought he could handle anything: adoption, top-secret missions, stealing the actual moon. But teaching Margot ballet, keeping Edith from blowing stuff up, and finding the perfect unicorn toy for Agnes, that's where the real villain work begins. This step is all about embracing the chaos of parenting while keeping your villainy intact, or at least pretending you're in control. Remember, parenting is a gauntlet, and in the words of every villain who's made it through, good luck, you'll need it.
Believe me, you will.
Step 7. Redemption is optional, but sometimes you gotta roll with it. Villainy isn't for everyone. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, you end up being a farmer and going to ballet recitals. It's an occupational hazard. At the end of the day, you might even start caring about the people around you. Gru never expected to be a good guy, but somewhere between stealing the moon and tucking his kids into bed, he starts to soften. Redemption isn't something Gru seeks out. It sneaks up on him. As his bond with the girls grows, Gru finds himself questioning whether he really wants to keep chasing absurd dreams of world domination. In the end, Gru doesn't exactly give up on villainy. He just adjusts his priorities. Stealing the moon may have been his ultimate plan, but becoming a father ends up being the thing that truly changes him. Does he still have what it takes to be a villain?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
But Gru learns that sometimes redemption isn't about giving up on your dreams. It's about finding new ones. Just remember, redemption is optional, but sometimes you gotta roll with it.